Welcome to the Ryan Water Sports Drive, a very special event happening today at City Park. We're being joined by Paul and JJ. They are with a team from Wales, a rugby team from Wales, Monmouth School, and they will be participating in a rugby game today, 2 games at 3 and also at 4:30, I believe. Gentlemen, first of all, welcome to Kelowna. What is the purpose of your being here?
Well, it's basically a pre-season rugby tour. Our season, last season ended back in December. A few of the boys carry on playing until March, but the next season then starts in September. So we've had quite a long time off rugby. So we're over here really to get some rugby experience and to do some pre-season.
Paul, you're the head coach of this team. What is the age group of these kids?
The guys we got out here, they're between 16 and 18 years of age. So we've got some boys that will just be finishing school, and then the rest of the guys will be back next year to carry on the rugby programme.
And why the Okanagan? Why have you decided to stop here and play a pre-season game?
Our tour manager here, Mr. Hartley, who's actually head of geography at the school, so knows a lot about the different areas of Canada and had visited it, said it was a beautiful place to come. And so we'd heard the rugby was good down this way as well, so we thought we'd head out this way.
Is this an annual event? So being a geography teacher, you just open up a map and say, we're going there?
No, at the school there are 3 main sports at our school. There's rugby, what you would call soccer, yes, and cricket. And every year, one of those sports will take an overseas tour. So in effect, we tour every 3 years, and the last three tours actually have all been to Canada. So this is the 3rd trip to Canada, and we sort of put the tour organisation in the hands of a tour company, and stipulate what we want. And we wanted to start in Calgary and end in Vancouver, and coming through the Okanagan was just I came here 4 or 5 years ago on a family holiday, and I thought it was a reasonably good place to stop.
Mm-hmm. Have you been to Kelowna before, BC? Has this team been to BC before?
No, it hasn't, no. I've been to other parts of Canada. I've been to Newfoundland, Ontario, Quebec. But this is the first time, well, I say the first time, I think it was 40 years ago the school did actually tour BC, but even JJ wasn't on that tour, so we just thought we'd move a bit further west. We've been to Ontario twice, 2003, 2009, and so we thought we'd come Alberta and BC.
Is this a teaching experience as well? Because obviously Canadian rugby, maybe not at the status that rugby in England and Wales is, but is this a teaching experience too, to teach the kids here in Kelowna and Canada how to play the proper way?
That's not the sort of express intention of our tour, but I suppose that's sort of something that does come out of the tour. Certainly lots of the coaches that we speak to in Canada say they welcome touring teams coming through, so the boys can be exposed to perhaps a slightly higher level of rugby and try and build their play up from there.
Kids are ages 16, 18. You want to add something to that?
Yeah, I was going to say, effectively, I mean, our boys started playing rugby. The vast majority of our boys started playing rugby probably at the age of 9 or before the age of 9. So our boys have been brought up playing rugby, and with no interruption whatsoever. So we've probably got 10 years of rugby experience, whereas the teams we play in Canada, they've perhaps only been playing for 2 or 3 years. Mm-hmm. So that does make a difference. I mean, the Canadian teams, they're just as well. In fact, they're probably bigger than we are. They're probably as athletic, but probably more athletic. But we normally, because we know the game a little bit better, we can normally hold our own. So I think, as Paul says, the idea from the Canadian point of view, I think the teams like to play so that they can see how guys of that age can actually play the game.
How about the experience for the kids? I mean, there's 16, 17, 18-year-olds. They're maybe never been outside of Wales. Hopefully they have. They're international kids now. They're here in Canada. Wide-eyed when they get off the plane. Oh my goodness, we're in Canada first of all, and then you come to paradise here in Kelowna.
Well, quite. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not just a rugby experience, it's a whole cultural experience as well. And as you say, some of these guys, even though they may be well-travelled within Europe perhaps, to come to places like this is a completely different experience. And obviously to be hosted as well, which we have been 2 or 3 times, and the boys have had fantastic experiences, sort of the real Canadian lifestyle, and they're liking that.
We'll give you some bacon for the ride home. Gentlemen, thanks for doing this, and go easy on our guys, okay?
Okay.
JJ and Paul, part of a traveling Wales team, a rugby team that will be here in Kelowna City Park at 3 o'clock and 4:30 this afternoon for an international rugby game. Thanks for watching. This is the Ryan Water Sports Drive.